Honeymoon Nightmare in Seville. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the charming streets of Seville, the young newlyweds strolled hand in hand, their hearts brimming with love and excitement for their honeymoon adventure. The city's enchanting beauty captivated them, with its historic architecture, lively plazas, and the faint scent of blooming flowers in the air. But amidst the joyous atmosphere, a sense of foreboding lurked in the shadows. A figure in a dark coat and hat caught their attention, seemingly watching them from a distance. They tried to shake off the unease, attributing it to the unfamiliar surroundings. The husband suggested a visit to a famous cathedral, hoping to distract his wife from the nagging feeling of being observed. Inside, the grandeur of the religious monument was awe-inspiring, with its intricate carvings and magnificent stained glass windows. However, as they wandered through the echoing halls, they noticed the same mysterious figure again, lurking among the tourists. The wife's heart quickened, and she clutched her husband's arm, seeking comfort and reassurance. Determined to enjoy their honeymoon, they shrugged off the unsettling encounters and decided to explore the vibrant market squares, where merchants sold an array of colorful souvenirs and local delicacies. But the feeling of being watched persisted, like an unshakable shadow following their every move. They grew increasingly cautious, exchanging worried glances as they navigated the crowded streets. In an attempt to escape the uneasy atmosphere, they sought refuge in a cozy tapas bar. The jovial ambience and lively chatter of the locals momentarily lifted their spirits, but the dark figure seemed to have followed them, taking a seat at the bar, a chilling smile etched upon his face. Feeling their anxiety escalate, the young couple left the bar and hurriedly returned to their hotel, hoping to find safety within its walls. But the unsettling presence persisted, and the wife's nerves frayed as the night wore on. In the quiet confines of their hotel room, their paranoia peaked. Every creak of the floorboards and distant sound seemed to heighten their fear. They huddled close, seeking solace in each other's arms, their dreams of a blissful honeymoon shattered by an unseen malevolence. With dawn came a semblance of relief, and they decided to seek help from the authorities. But as they shared their unnerving encounters, the police merely offered hollow reassurances, attributing the incidents to the couple's overactive imagination. In their quest for safety, they unwittingly stumbled upon the dark figure once more, this time in the dimly lit alleyways. Panic took hold, and the husband confronted the ominous stranger, only to be met with a swift and fatal blow. The young wife's screams echoed through the deserted streets, but there was no one to hear her pleas for help. She was left to grieve the loss of her beloved, forever haunted by the nightmare that had engulfed their once joyous honeymoon in the streets of Seville. Honeymoon Nightmare. The pristine white beaches of a secluded Thai island welcomed the young newlyweds with their promise of a dreamy honeymoon. The azure waters lapped gently at the shore, and the lush greenery of the tropical paradise seemed like the perfect backdrop for their romantic getaway. But little did they know that their honeymoon would turn into a haunting nightmare. As they settled into their beachside villa, a sense of tranquility enveloped them. The island's beauty and serenity seemed like a balm for their souls, a respite from the chaos of their wedding preparations. But unbeknownst to them, a sinister presence was already watching them from the shadows, a stalker with malicious intent. As the days passed, the young couple explored the island, hand in hand, basking in the glow of their newfound love. But as the sun dipped below the horizon each evening, the atmosphere grew tense, as if the island itself held its breath, waiting for something malevolent to awaken. One evening, as they strolled along the deserted beach, they felt an airy chill in the air. The laughter that had filled the days was replaced by a creeping unease that settled in their hearts like a heavy weight. The young bride noticed a figure lurking among the palm trees, watching them from a distance. A chill ran down her spine as she glimpsed the predatory glint in the stranger's eyes. Panic surged through her, and she clutched her husband's arm, urging him to hurry back to the safety of their villa. As night fell, the island's enchanting beauty turned sinister. The sounds of the waves crashing against the shore seemed to carry a haunting melody, and the rustling leaves in the dense foliage felt like a harbinger of doom. The couple's once idyllic villa became a prison of fear as they realized they were not alone. The stalker's presence lingered, haunting their every move like a relentless shadow. In a bid to escape, they sought help from the island's locals, but whispers of a maniacal killer lurking in the shadows only deepened their terror. They were trapped on the island, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. As the days turned into a nightmare, the couple's love was put to the ultimate test. Their fear and paranoia drove them to desperation, and they found themselves turning on each other, suspecting betrayal in every glance and word. In the end, tragedy struck, and one of the young newlyweds fell victim to the relentless stalker. The once blissful honeymoon had transformed into a nightmare of fear and loss. As the island's beauty remained untouched by the horrors that had unfolded, it stood as a haunting reminder of the love that was lost on its shores, forever etched in the annals of its dark history. Honeymoon Horror in Paris. In the romantic city of Paris, the young newlyweds set out on their dream honeymoon, eager to explore the city's iconic landmarks and create cherished memories. The streets exuded an air of timeless charm, with the Eiffel Tower standing tall against the azure sky, and the Seine River reflecting the lights of the bustling city. As they strolled hand in hand along the picturesque boulevards, the husband noticed a stranger in a dark trench coat, their face concealed by the shadows of a fedora hat. The figure seemed to linger at a distance, watching them intently. Initially, the couple brushed off the encounter as a coincidence, attributing it to the city's crowded tourist spots. However, as they continued their explorations, they couldn't shake the feeling of being followed. The husband kept glancing over his shoulder, catching glimpses of the mysterious figure behind them. Despite their unease, they carried on with their sightseeing, trying to immerse themselves in the beauty of the city. But the presence of the stranger loomed like a dark cloud over their honeymoon bliss. In a bid to shake off their anxiety, they visited the famous Louvre Museum, hoping to lose themselves in the world of art and culture. However, even among the masterpieces of the past, the feeling of being observed persisted. As they emerged from the museum, they noticed the stranger once more, standing at the edge of their line of sight. The wife's heart raced, and she clutched her husband's arm, her mind racing with fear. The couple's once romantic strolls turned into a series of paranoid glances as they navigated the enchanting streets with trepidation. The husband attempted to reassure his wife, but his own anxiety betrayed his words. With each passing day, their fear intensified, and their dream honeymoon turned into a harrowing nightmare. The vibrant city they had once admired seemed to morph into a labyrinth of shadows and uncertainty. In a desperate attempt to escape, they sought help from the local authorities, but without concrete evidence, their concerns were met with skepticism. The police assured them that Paris was a safe city, dismissing their fears as mere paranoia. The once joyful memories of their honeymoon were overshadowed by the relentless presence of the stranger. The husband's nerves were frayed, and he became increasingly on edge, constantly scanning the crowd for the figure in the fedora hat. Though they managed to avoid any direct confrontation, the psychological toll on the husband was immense. Long after their trip, he remained traumatized by the haunting memory of the stalker who had cast a shadow over their romantic journey in the city of love. Thank you for embarking on this chilling journey through horror with us. If you crave more spine-tingling stories, bone-chilling encounters, and hair-raising adventures, don't forget to explore the other related videos on our channel. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all our terrifying tales. Until we meet again, stay fearful and goodbye.